All right, I'm here at Calico Ghost Town, located near Barstow, California. It's actually founded as a silver mining town in 1881 and was pretty lucrative for many years, but it actually essentially went under by the 1890s. Now, interestingly, this remains as a ghost town with some original buildings, but also kind of has that amusement park feel. That's because in the 1950s, Mr. Knotts of Knott's Berry Farm actually purchased the town and slowly kind of turned it into a little bit of an attraction as well. So thankfully it exists to this day, so we can all explore it, enjoy it in the 100+ degree heat that it is right now. And yeah, we're gonna kind of walk around, see some of the buildings, some of the shops, and enjoy the town a bit, and hopefully get a train ride later as well. Calico Ghost Town is located just outside of Barstow, California, and only 2 hours from Los Angeles. It sits in the Mojave Desert, making it a classic Old West town. Named for the nearby multicolored mountains, Calico was established as a silver mining town in 1881. The silver mines produced and the town boomed in the coming years, as hotels, saloons, brothels, general stores, restaurants, and even a newspaper were established in Calico. The discovery of borax in the Calico Mountains further sustained the town throughout the late 1880s. At its peak, the town's population was around 3,500, with residents from as far away as China living and working there. Unfortunately, the Silver Purchase Act of 1890 drove down the price of silver, which all but ended Calico's silver mining operations. By the turn of the century, Calico was essentially a ghost town. In the 1940s, a man named Walter Knott created a Calico Ghost Town at his Knott's Berry Farm amusement park in Buena Park, California. In fact, he was a former resident of the real Calico and always held an attachment to the place. In 1951, Walter Knott purchased the town of Calico and restored it to its former glory, with the intent of using it to educate the public. In 1966, Mr. Knott donated Calico to San Bernardino County, and it's been a county regional park ever since. Today, it remains a favorite place for visitors to immerse themselves in the Old West. Here's a little statue to Walter Knott, who, as mentioned, started Calico Ghost Town, or at least purchased it and revived it. It's kind of interesting. They actually have a time capsule in there they put in 1981 to be open in 2031, so here in about 8 years. And that's the 150th anniversary of Calico's birth. Here's a fire hall. I don't believe this is an original building, but they have this pretty neat set of equipment, fire truck, things in here. This is actually an 1888 steam fire engine. See some of the old brass pieces, and it's just kind of neat to see this and imagine how dry it is out here, and as it was back then, they probably dealt with fires quite a bit. All right, this is known as the Little Saloon. This is actually one of the 5 original buildings from the 1880s that still stands here in Calico, so that's pretty cool. Today, the Saloon offers food and drink, just as it did in the 1880s. It also boasts a great collection of artwork of well-known figures of the Old West. So they have a lot of reconstructed buildings here, including this old 1800s schoolhouse. And it's just crazy to think that these structures were just built right on top of all these hills and rocks. All right, we're gonna give it a shot for a good time. Open the door for $1.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous about it.
Come here, Bubby.
Oh, she's opening the door.
Okay, let's see what we got. Come here.
Hey, boy. Why don't you just stay on out until I decide to come on out?
So they actually have an overlook up here, looking over the town. There's a little bit of stairs in some places, but most of it, we're just walking up this rock face. Feel that wind coming through. Hot wind enough. Alright, let's go check out this one. Alright, right, just got done going to the lookout, which is pretty neat, and kind of walking back down, and you can see really how the town was built. The main road, really the only road, just kind of built going up this hill. It's a pretty steep walk, but it's amazing. They literally built it right up into, you can kind of see the valley down there, right up into the hills, probably to make it easier for the miners to get over here to some of the mines and everything. They blasted out right into the rock. I'm not really sure what this is, but this is a little wooden structure built right into the rock face, and you can see they have some old furniture and such in there. I don't know, at first I thought this was a mine, just the way the structure looks, but maybe not. It's pretty interesting though. As we continued to explore the town, our hunger grew. So we decided to grab lunch at the Calico House restaurant, which offers a respite from the heat and some hearty food. Next, we headed over to the Calico and Odessa Railroad Station to catch a train ride. Before leaving town, we toured the Maggie mine, which is the only former silver mine in Calico that is safe for visitors to explore. It was originally dug by two brothers in 1880 and produced a great deal of silver for the town. Okay, here inside Maggie mine, one of the many mines that made Calico prosperous, which is pretty neat. This is the only one that's actually open for tourists, but this is an original mine from 1880, and you can literally just walk through the blasted out hallways down here. It's a lot cooler than the 100-degree heat outside, so it's been kind of a nice break. All right, we're finishing up our time here in Calico. Dad came in his full Western attire. Huh?
We didn't do the woodwork.
Well, let's go check it out. All right, we're not done yet, but we're about to leave because it is a million degrees out. Though touristy in many ways, Calico Ghost Town retains an Old West charm. Wandering about, one can't help but feel a hopeful, yet eerie presence on the dusty streets and amidst the ruins of Calico. I wonder how long visitors will continue to be drawn in by its unexplainable allure.